Okay, this is just a quick little update on my red cabbage sauerkraut. I did notice that in the past when I've made the green cabbage in the 1 gallon jug that it was pretty much full. This was a very small cabbage, and there was probably too much air in the top of that jug, so I decided to transfer it to a 1/2 gallon jar, which is absolutely perfect for this, and it was the perfect size. And what I did as well is simply transferred all the cabbage, all the liquid, and I put the cabbage leaves on top to hold down all the shredded cabbage, and then I used one of these little mason jars as the weight. And this is actually one of the most perfect uses for this little thing, is that it fits perfectly. The regular mouth size fits perfectly into this wide mouth 1/2 gallon jug, or even a regular mason jar if you only have a very small amount of cabbage or ferment that you're doing of other products. And this allows me to put one of these plastic lids. Now I prefer the plastic over the metal. I have used the two-piece metal, but the salt will tend to corrode the metal a bit. Not badly, but just a bit, whereas the plastic has no issue. And this literally, now you can get fancy air venting equipment, and I tend to go the least cost method that I can find. So all I do is I put this on loose so that air can escape, because when it ferments you're going to get that action where it bubbles up, and you want the gases to be able to escape. And so either you seal it real tight and come once a day to loosen it to let the gases out, or you just barely leaves an air gap, the tiniest fraction of an air gap, so that the gases can release on their own. Now, in doing that, you're going to need a container, because surely when it's that full and gases are escaping, you're going to get leakage. And I'm going to show you here already. There you go. There you have it. It's obvious that this is fermenting, otherwise that leakage would not occur, because I washed everything perfectly, sealed lid, everything before I put it in there. And you do notice some of the occasional runoff of the liquid from the side of the jar, and that's just you're knowing that the fermenting action is happening. Now, there are those that want to ferment this for 3 weeks. I would say after 2 weeks, certainly check it and see if you like the taste. And if not, you ferment it even longer. Okay, so that's my quick little update. And this is actually the perfect system for doing a ferment in the 1/2 gallon jug. As I said, in my 1 gallon jug, when it was full, it made the most perfect green cabbage, but this was a very small red cabbage, and it was way too small for that 1 gallon jug. So this was my solution, and it's going to work perfectly. Now I just leave this on the counter and while it ferments, and then when it comes to the point where I'm happy with the amount of fermentation that has occurred, that is when you put it in the refrigerator or in a cool place. And that doesn't stop the ferment completely, but it slows it down, so you can actually seal the lid tight and there's no issue with gases. So if you're going to store this in a cool basement, after it's done, seal the lid tight and put it in a cool basement or in your fridge. But while it's in your warmish kitchen environment, leave this just a bit loose or burp it every day. Okay, that's it for now. Hope this update was useful to you.